Hi children, today you are going to learn 6th class, 4th chapter, that is Basic Geometrical Ideas, in that exercise number 4.5. Before you are going to learn exercise number 4.5, we must know about idea about the circle. So we all know that what is circle. The shape of the circle, the shape of the circle will be round in the shape. So, to define the circle, there will be a definition. See that to define the circle, there will be a definition like if set of infinitive points, these are the infinitive points. The set of infinitive points from a fixed distance from a fixed point. So, the set of infinitive points, all the points are from the fixed distance from a fixed point. So, here it is a fixed distance, so it is a fixed point, and all the points are from the fixed distance from the center point. All the points are with the fixed distance from the center point. You can see here. All these points are fixed from the center point. So, the set of infinitive points, which are from the fixed distance from a fixed point is known as a circle. This will form a circle. If you join all the points, it will give a circle. They are from a fixed distance. No, this fixed distance is known as a radius. The fixed distance is known as a radius, and the fixed point is known as a center point. Center point of the circle. So, the circle is a set of infinitive points which are from fixed distance from a fixed point is known as a circle. So, this is a circle. Suppose, let me draw a circle here. We have to learn many things about the circle. So, first of all, let us learn about the circumference. The circumference of circle. The circumference of circle is the boundary of the circle is known as circumference of the circle. So this boundary is known as a circumference of the circle. The circumference of the circle formula is 2 pi r. The circumference of circle formula is 2 pi r, that you remember. So, the circumference of circle is denoted by capital C. Okay. Then, next, arc. What is meaning of an arc? Arc is denoted by small l. So, the arc in the sense, a part on the circumference of circle. Suppose this part we are taking out from this circle. This part is known as a arc. The part on the circumference of circle. A part on the circumference of circle is known as a arc. One piece from the circumference of circle, one piece from the boundary of the circle is known as a arc. Arc is denoted by L. Okay, here to find out the length of an arc, the formula is L equal to x degrees by 360 degrees into 2 pi r actually. Okay, these formulas are not useful for the 6th class, but these formulas are useful in 8th, 9th and 10th classes. Okay, the length of an arc, to find out the length of an arc, this is the formula where 2 radius are given like this. So, next we will learn about the radius. Okay, next we will learn about radius. Radius of the circle. What is the meaning of radius of the circle? Suppose it is a circle, there is a center point is here. From center point of the circle to circumference of circle, if you join a line, the line is known as a radius. The line is known as a radius. From center point of the circle to circumference of the circle, if you join a line, it's known as a radius. Radius is denoted denoted by small r. See, there are infinitive radius we can draw. All these radius are equal in length. The plural form of the radius is radii. If there are more than one radius, we have to call as a radii. The plural form of the radius is radii. See that all the radius are equal in length. All radius are equal in length. All the radius are equal in the length in a circle, in the same circle, because this all points here circumference is made up with set of infinitive points. Each and every point there will be one line from the center point. So all radius will be equal in the length, because all the radius will start from the same center point and it gives the distance to the same on the circumference. In each and every point there is each and every radius. How many points are there to form a circle? To form a circle, infinitive points are required. So each and every point, each and every point you draw a line from the center point of the circle. So infinitely we get many radius. So all the radius will be equal in the length. Next, we must learn about diameter. Diameter of the circle. What is the meaning of diameter of the circle? Simple. Here is a circle and center point O. A line which is passing through the center point of the circle and touches the circumference of circle at 2 points. A line which is passes through the center point of the circle and touches the circumference of the circle at 2 points. That is called as a diameter. See that we can draw the infinitely many diameters here. All these diameters are equal in length. How many diameters we can draw to a circle? Infinitely we can draw the many diameters to the circle. So diameter is denoted by d. The diameter will give us, see, one diameter will give us 2 radius. If 2 radius if you join, you will get 1 diameter. See that there is a circle here. Here there is a radius r and here there is a one more radius r. So 1r plus 1r equal to 2r. So twice of the radius is known as a diameter. Twice of the radius is known as a diameter. If you add the 2 radiuses, you will get a diameter. Suppose a radius equal to 5 cm, the diameter will be 10 cm. If a radius is 10 cm, diameter become a 20 cm. The diameter is always twice of the radius, and the radius is always half of the diameter. This also same. The radius is half of the diameter. How much the radius? It will be half of the diameter. Suppose diameter is a 10 cm, then the radius will be 5 cm. This is the way. So next we have to learn about chord. Chord in the sense a line segment which intersects the circumference of circle at the 2 points is known as a chord. See, I am drawing many chords. These all are chords only. Here a line segment which is passes through the center point of the circle and touches the circumference of the circle at 2 points is known as a diameter. Here a line segment which intersecting or touches the circumference of circle only at 2 points. So the difference between the diameter and chord here is that here the diameter will passes through the center point of the circle and chord will not passes through the center point of the circle. How many chords we can draw? Infinitely we can draw the many chords. See that all these line segments are touching the circumference of circle at 2 points, but it is not passing through the center point of the circle. If a chord is passing through the center point of the circle, then it is known as a diameter, and you have learned the correct one. If a chord is passing through the center point of the circle and touching the circumference of circle at 2 points, it is known as a diameter. Suppose I am going to be drawing it. Suppose this is a chord which is passing through the center point of the circle and intersecting the circumference of circle at 2 points, so it is known as a diameter. So the longest chord is known as a diameter. You must learn that the longest chord in the circle is known as diameter. Is known as a diameter. The longest chord is known as a diameter. How many chords we can draw? Infinitely many chords we can draw it. The length of chords will be different, but the highest length of the chord is known as a diameter, which is passed through the center point of the circle. So you must know the difference between the chord and diameter. Diameter will pass through the center point of the circle, and chord will not pass through the center point of the circle. That is why. So the next thing you have to learn about semicircle. Semicircle in the sense a diameter will divide the complete circle into two semicircles. The semicircle will give the angle 180 degrees. The complete circle will give the angle as 360 degrees. The complete circle will give us the angle 360 degrees. Semicircle will give us the angle 180 degrees. As we can see, the protractor in our compass, it is in the shape of semicircle. It is contains 180 degrees. So the semicircle will give us 180 degrees. Okay, I hope you understood. A diameter will divide the complete circle into two semicircles. Then we have to learn about sector. We have to learn about the sector. See, sector is that a sector will be made up with or not. A sector is enclosed by two radius and an arc. Here there is a one radius, here one radius, and this is an arc. So this part is known as a sector. This part is known as a sector. So a sector is made up with two radius and an arc. So a sector will enclosed by two radius and an arc is known as a sector. So here it will be make some angles that is known as a x degrees. So two radius are starting from the center point. So between these two radius there will be angle made. So this angle is known as a x degrees. So here area sector formula is that x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. Here length of arc formula x degrees by 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Here area sector formula x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. So these all formulas will come in your next higher classes. Just you learn it. That's it. So there are two kinds of sectors. One is minor sector, the other one is major sector. Minor sector and major sector. See that suppose this area, what I am shading it. So this area is known as a minor sector. The smaller sector is known as a minor sector. The larger sector also here it is made. You can see the larger place, it is known as a major sector. So suppose if you are giving AOAB, here AOB, this place is a minor sector. Here AOB, this BOE, this complete outside one is known as a major sector. So you might be understand what's the difference between the minor sector and major sector. Minor in the sense smaller one, major in the sense bigger. So I hope you understood this. Now next we will learn about segment. So here we have to learn about the segment. A segment is enclosed by a chord and an arc. Chord and an arc. a segment. This is known as a segment. This area, shaded area, is known as a segment. So that is segment. So a segment is enclosed. How the segment is made of? See that a segment is made of with a chord and an arc. A chord and an arc. So here also there are two kinds of segments will be minor segment and major segment. Okay, will we know that? One is minor segment, major segment. Minor segment in the sense the smaller place occupied in the circle with one chord and arc is known as a minor segment. The larger place occupied by, which is enclosed by a chord and arc, is known as a major segment. So this is known as a major segment part and this is known as a minor segment chord. And it is a chord which is not passing through the center point of the circle. We have to remember this. One chord and arc. With one chord and arc, one segment will be enclosed. Okay, these are the parts we have learned. And area of segment also we can find. There is a formula how to find out the area of segment. Suppose here is the center point. Suppose here you can see, here it is a sector. Here it is a sector O, A, and suppose B. Here it is a sector complete. AOB is a sector, and you can see that here one is a segment. Here is a segment. So both are there. In this there is a sector and segment is there. To find out area segment, area of minor segment equal to area of minor segment equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. This segment unit, the segment area unit. So area of sector minus area of this triangle. Okay, area of sector minus area of triangle. Area of triangle. That formulas are useful in your higher sections. Okay, to find out the area of minor segment, the formula is area of sector, this complete area minus area of the triangle. So area of major sector also there is a formula. Area of major sector is that major segment is area of circle minus area of minor sector. Unable to write here because of insufficient place. Area of major segment. Major segment formula is area of circle minus this area of minor sector. To find out the area of major segment, we must know that what is area of minor segment. From the area of circle, if you subtract the area of minor segment, you will get area of a major segment. So I hope you understood this all the points. A circle is enclosed by, say, a set of infinitive points which are from the fixed distance from a fixed point is known as a circle. So all these points are fixed distance. All these points are with a fixed distance from a fixed point. So if you join this all the points, you will get a circle. So circumference of the circle or boundary of the circle, this, that equal to 2 pi r. So arc, the part on the circumference of circle is known as a arc, that is denoted by L x degrees by 360 degrees into 2 pi r. So the radius, so from the center point of the circle to circumference of circle, if you join a line, that is known as a radius denoted by r. The full form of the radius is radian. Diameter, so the twice of the radius is known as a diameter, and the line segment which is passed through the center point of the circle and intersect the circumference of circle at 2 points is known as a diameter. A chord, a line segment it intersects the circumference of circle at 2 points and which is not passing through the center point is known as a chord. Infinitely there are many chords we can draw in the circle which are unequal. Okay. And all the diameters are equal in the length and all the radius are equal in the length. All diameters are equal in the length and as well as all radius are equal in the length. So semicircle, a diameter can divide the complete circle into two semicircles. A sector is enclosed by two radius and an arc. There are minor sector and major sector also. Area sector formula is x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. So the next they will learn about the segment. So here the segment is minor segment and major segment. Segment is enclosed by a chord and an arc. So this is what. Next we have 4.5 problems also. In the 4.5 we have some problems based on the same concept here. We have in the 4.5 we learn the problems from these points only. About the circle, if you know complete information about the circle, you can do this 4.5. And I forgot to tell you that area of circle formula pi r square. Area of circle formula pi r square of circle. This area, if you want to find, the area of circle formula is pi r square. Where pi equal to always we use 22 by 7 or 3.14. Okay. So pi is a Greek word. So here we go for the textbook of 6th class and we'll learn first question here. The first question is here, listen. Draw a circle, name the center, radius, diameter and an arc. So draw the circle. You draw it by using compass. It should be round in the shape. Then name the center. Okay, name the center. Center point will be divided by O always. So name the center. Center point is equal to O. Then a radius. Radius equal to R. Suppose this is you assume like a A. Okay, radius R equal to OA. This is a radius. And we have to go for a diameter D. Diameter equal to twice of the radius. Suppose let's give it is a B. AB is a diameter. And an arc. Suppose we have to draw an arc here. Suppose this is AOB. This is an arc. So arc equal to here AO or not here you keep a point like a C. ACB. ACB. This is arc symbol. So this is what you need to write. So this is the arc. Alright, you look at like this. ACB. It is a arc. So finished. Now there is the second question here. So they have given one diagram actually. Okay, let me draw a diagram here first. Yes. A, O, B, C, D and E. See that? Sector with shade the region in the circle. We have to shade it. A sector with red color. Where is the sector? Here the sector. See two radius and an arc. So this is a sector. We have to shade with a red color. And minor segment with yellow color. See that these both are minor segments only. In the textbook it is given clearly. These both are minor segments. So fill this with a yellow color. Use the colors and a sector with a red color and minor segments with a yellow color. Finished. And the third bit is that true or false. Let me read the questions one by one and you try to understand. We can locate only one center in the circle. Yes, it is true. How many center points it has? Only one center point will be there. If you put a point here, it is not a center point. So it is a true statement. First one is we can locate only one center point in a circle. Diameter is a twice of the radius. As we discussed that diameter is a twice of the radius only. We know that D equal to 2R. Twice of the radius. Yes, true statement. An arc is a part of a circle. Yes, an arc in the part of a circle only. It is true. A arc is a part of a circle. It is a circle, then an arc is a part of circumference of the circle. Arc is a part on the circumference of the circle. Okay, arc is also a part in the circle. Okay, all chords are equal in the length. No, the fourth one is false. All chords, you draw the chords. Suppose these are all chords. Can you say all these chords are equal in length? No, all chords are not in equal length. All diameters are in equal in length. All radius are in equal in length. So all radius are not in equal length is given. Next fifth one. All radius not in equal length it seems. No, all radius are equal in length. So with that we have completed 3 bits in the 4.5. There is the fourth bit. It is a activity actually. You people have to do it. I will read the question. Try to do it. Take a circular sheet of paper. Take a circular sheet of paper. One circle paper you take it. Okay. Fold it into halves. That circle's paper you fold it into half and open. See. Press, fold it and open. And press it and open it. What we can find one line. That line is known as a diameter. Do you find the cross of a diameter? Yes, we can find one cross on the paper sheet, which is a circle paper sheet. One cross we can find, that is known as a diameter. Repeat the same activity by changing the fold. How many diameters do you observe? How many more diameters you can form? So, how many diameters you can form? Simple. Take one circle shape of a paper and fold it up. Press it and open. You can find one line in there, that is known as a diameter. Yes, and see that again change the position, fold it again and again. You do it several times and open it. You can find the many lines in that, a folding cross lines, that all known as a diameters, and all the diameters are equal in length. That is what we have done. This activity you people have to do it. Then you will come to know practically what is diameter. Diameters are equal or not. In the same way, radius also will get. The diameter you divide into the two parts so that you will get a radius. The center point will divide the diameter into two equal parts. All the radius are equal in the length and all diameters also in equal in the length. So that's it for this exercise. In the next exercise, so this chapter also completed. In our next video we will learn next chapter. Till that time, practice properly. Thank you for watching.